Hello there all you absolutely magnificent people, and welcome back to another episode of An Ecologist Plays, where we talk about nature while playing games. Now we are back in Empires of the Undergrowth, as you can see, but you may be wondering, well, why on earth are you in the battle arena? And the answer is, well, I want to see which one of the two wood ants are we going to use in our mission today, the mortars or the rapid fires? Because I've always been using rapid fires, and for me they are the best to use. However, I have promised that I'm going to try the mortars as well. And I said maybe when I'm doing the challenge run. So let's see. We are going to put on the left-hand side here 5 wood ant soldiers, just, for the melee to hold the line. And we're going to put 10 mortars. And then on the right-hand side, we're also going to put 5 melee. And here they come. And we're going to put 10 rapid fires. So we've got the mortars on the left, and we've got the rapid fires on the right. We're going to fight to see who wins. And we're going to do this, the best out of 3 will win. So let's go for it and see who wins. And here they are, about to meet in the middle, and so far the soldiers of the mortars are gone, the rapid fires are still left, and rapid fires win. Let's now go for 10 soldiers, and 20 mortars, and 10 soldiers, and 20 rapid fires. And I just realized I'm really leaning into that Will is scientist 2 right over here. But let's go and fight, shall we? And now also level 2, so they're a little bit stronger. And here they go, meeting in the middle. It was tight initially, however, we have a few melee still left here with the rapid fires, and they're just annihilating. The mortars have been annihilated. So now let's go for level 3, 50 melee soldiers, and 100 ranged. And here they are. And of course, to make it fair, let's go for 50 melee and 100 rapid fire ranged. And let the battle commence. Alright, World War Ants is about to begin. And looking at it, there have been a bunch of soldiers of melee here annihilated with the rapid fires. It seems, oh, this is a very, very tight one. At level 3, it seems it is a little bit tighter. However, oh, I think the rapid fires will still come out the victors here. No, they won't. Interesting. It seems in greater numbers, the mortars actually do win. Now that is a very interesting finding. However, 2 of the 3 victories do go to the wood ants, and since I am not going to be fielding this massive army so easily, and at level 3 at that, it's going to be best for me to just put the rapid fires. However, I do want to quickly check, was it the level that they were at, or the numbers that really determined this? So, bonus test. Going again for 50 melee and 100 ranged, but at level 1. They are the mortars, and here are the rapid fires. They're all level 1 now. Let's see how this goes. I think when the mortars actually arrive in mass, they annihilate the enemies. So I think it's the numbers rather than the level that they were at that really made a difference. Oh, it again is a very, very tight race. However, now as it comes down to the ranged against ranged, I suspect, yeah, now the mortars are winning. Very, very interesting findings. Okay, so it comes down to numbers. However, since I rarely field massive armies, I think what I'm going to do is I will be fielding the rapid fires once more. So, now that we are back in our Formicarium, we are going to go into Mission 2.1, the Rising Tide one. And of course, we are going to be doing it in challenge mode, on medium difficulty, and with some kind of challenge on. And since rapid fire did win the initial tests, except for the one where there were massive numbers of mortars, we are going to go for rapid fire once more. And here we go. Now before we delve into this mission, notice again that there is the Dusky Ant Queen right over there, the dead one. This is one of 3 or 4 different queens scattered all over the underground area. And this indicates that the Formica fusca that was actually here, the colony that was here, was actually polygynous, meaning that it had more than one queen. And yet some catastrophe happened. Most likely, the spring high tide almost wiped out the Fusca colony, resulted in a whole bunch of tunnels actually collapsing, and only a few chambers remaining where we can actually still find some dusky ant workers / soldiers. And there was one queen left, this Formica Fusca. And this Formica rufa queen that we have over here then barged in at some point, realized this is a weakened colony, and barged in through the entrance and actually killed this queen and took it over. Now there were still some Formica Fusca workers left, and I think these are the ones that are still left here. These are the Formica Fusca workers that are left. We are going to, of course, be making Formica rufa workers at some point as well. But for now, we only have the Fusca workers here. So this queen here killed the old one, took on, to some extent, her saint, and then these workers were like, okay, well, this is our queen, we will follow her. And they're just tending to her now. So this is a fledgling colony. Let's hope we can survive. There are a whole bunch of dangers out here. So let's see whether we can survive.
This Formica rufa wood ant queen has laid her first brood in a burrow near the sea. Her nest is just on the outskirts of the beach, the perfect vantage point for scavenging hapless morsels washed in by the tide. At the moment, the tide is out, but it won't stay that way. The ants must make haste and stockpile what they can, while they can. Unfortunately for this colony, the queen's choice of home could not have been worse. This stretch of beach is peppered with burrowed tiger beetle larvae. They lie, jaws primed, with only their armored heads visible from the sand. Anything that stumbles into their pit is speared and dragged below.
Oh man, I would really love to still see, in real life at least, the larvae of the tiger beetles. They are just such awesome creatures, as you will see in a moment. For now though, we're just quickly setting up a whole bunch of chambers here for our workers and collecting what we can. Okay, I think this is as good as we're going to get in the underground. So let's quickly dig out the entrance and head to the surface.
There is food to be found all over the beach, but the wood ants must be cautious and choose their trails carefully. Tiger beetles frequent the higher ground, and they will make quick work of any wood ant that strays too close.
Now we really can't take on these guys yet. For now, what we are going to be doing is we are going to just collect a bit of food and then start making some soldiers. That's the idea. And of course, we are going to go for the ranged ones, the rapid fire ranged wood ants. Now I think this tiger beetle over here may be heading to the top now in a moment. We're just gathering our numbers over here, get ready to dash. Okay, so actually heading down. So let's quickly dash, grab the food over here, and run back. There comes the tiger beetle. We don't want to lose any of our wood ants at the moment. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use these wood ants, these workers, to just collect as much of the food as they possibly can. So they're just going to quickly gather over here. There is an enemy one over there. Let's actually get our soldiers to just protect this area right over here. Soldiers, you guys are not there to collect food. Workers, you are here to collect food. Workers, run in. Soldiers, protect quickly.
There are other wood ants out here. They have also come to take advantage of the buffet provided by the sea. Territorial disputes will invariably favor the colony with the greater numbers.
Okay, I think we've grabbed a bit of food there at least. Now we're going down to the bottom of the beach as quickly as we can. We're also going to dig out another chamber right over here of workers, because we do need as many workers as we can possibly get. Okay guys, let's have a look here. Oh, we don't have... Well, we can actually grab a whole bunch of food here. I was just thinking these are actually the tiger beetle larvae, and what we see here that look like lids are in fact the tops of the heads of the tiger beetles. If you're just a little ant stumbling around in the dark, well, not quite in the dark, but you know, without knowing what this is, you don't know that is actually the head, the top part of the tiger beetle, and you'll see when they come out to grab us, which they definitely will, not now, but later on they will come and grab us. They actually are so well camouflaged. It is amazing, and we'll have a look at them in a moment. For now though, all our workers just collecting as much food as they possibly can. The soldiers, unfortunately, are battling, but they're surviving. So of course here we do have the mortar wood ants with the enemies here, with the enemy colony, and unfortunately that one to defeat us. On one, it seems they are able to defeat the rapid fire wood ants. Okay, the tide is about to rise, so let's head on to the higher area.
Soon the lower levels of the beach will be flooded. Any ants caught in the surge will be washed out to sea.
Okay, workers, collect these food over here because that is nice and easy to collect. Soldiers, do your best, I guess, not to die. Let's actually make more soldiers though, just so that they can protect us, or at least some ranged ones here. The idea is that our little workers here are not here to fight. They're just there to grab as much food as they can and just run past all these distracted soldiers. And our soldiers are there to protect them when these enemy ants come after them. And potentially also to guard these areas where they're going to collect food, because our soldiers here will not be collecting food. Instead, they just protect. Okay, and that's about as good as we're going to get now. We're not going past these larvae over here. There are 3 of them in a row. I'm definitely not going after them. There's also one right over there, but the tide is going to be rising once more. So what we are going to do is gather over here. Everybody gather. And then our ants are just going to come and collect the food over here. And our workers are hopefully going to be able... Oh, no. Okay. Okay, come on, guys. Our soldiers are hopefully going to be able to defend if this young... Oh, no. Okay, now we're screwed. That's an adult tiger beetle.
The ants have been spotted by Cicindela hybrida, the northern dune tiger beetle. With its long, slender legs, it's the king of speed on these intertidal flats.
They are very quick.
Carving jaws will slice effortlessly through squads of wood ants. It's going to take a monumental unified effort to bring this beast down.
We can't take it down yet. Definitely not with the few that we have at the moment. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just heading out. Oh, that's a level 3 and a level 2 wood ant soldiers. Mortars over there. We're just taking out the little one over here. Actually, grab food, guys. Grab food, don't fight.
Almost reached its highest point.
Just run.
The sands east of the nest are about to be completely flooded.
Okay, so everybody head to the higher ground. We should be fine now. I think, yeah, we've grabbed all the food there. Great. We've actually built up some nice stores over there, food stores. Unfortunately, the food over here we're not going to get. Okay, but we also haven't lost any ants, which is great. Well, not to the water at least. We've lost to a whole bunch of other ways, but not to the water. Okay, everybody down into the nest for now. I've realized now that I never brought out my workers. Oh, man, it's such a rookie mistake. I could have collected a lot more food. Actually, let's not make workers now. Let's focus on more soldiers.
And soon night will fall. As the temperature drops outside, nocturnal creatures begin to awaken. It would be wise for the rufa colony to stay underground.
Exactly what we're going to do.
Their nest remains hidden until the morning.
Okay, what we're going to do now is bring out our rapid fire ants. They're just going to come and quickly kill a whole bunch, or whatever we find in the nest, and our workers are going to, of course, collect the food. Okay, so rapid fires.
Hermit crabs rule over the sands at night. These creatures are typically scavengers, searching for algae and carrion on the beach. But due to the unusual incursion of Formica rufa colonies into this area, this particular community of crabs has developed a taste for ant flesh.
Interesting. So, very opportunistic. Normally the hermit crabs, they are the tritivores and scavengers. They'll be feeding whatever they can find. That's basically dead already. Okay, guys, I don't think we should go because there's a hermit crab in the nest. Come on, guys. Let's quickly take it out.
Found its way into the nest. The ants must mount a swift and decisive defense.
And we're just going to also get our workers to help fight us. Or help fight this hermit crab. Now, I think the formic acid may actually be relatively good against the calcium carbonate shell of the hermit crab over there, and it is dead. Wonderful. But hermit crabs normally wouldn't go after ants like this, but in this case, there is a nice food source for them. You know, why not? Very opportunistic. And here we've got some ants. And we also have a whole bunch of ant eggs. Right, so they're dead. We can actually collect the food here. And ants, you guys, soldiers, you're gonna gather over here. The basic idea now is just to clear the nest. So, the underground area, so that we can get, well, once we have enough food stores actually, we're going to actually gather it. But now we're just taking out these ants. So these are most likely some of the last remaining ants of the Formica fusca colony that was there before. Now, of course, that colony got wiped out, as I've said, most likely in some kind of catastrophe, a collapse of the underground chambers, and, well, we've moved in. But some of those chambers did still remain, and of course you can still find some of the old larvae there. Very often larvae at least can remain alive kind of for a while, not very long, but for a little bit. In this case, they've reached the end of their life, because, well, we've moved into the nest, and we've taken them out. So yeah. Okay, let's just upgrade our food stores here so that we can actually store more food. Alright, so our soldiers should be running around soon. Workers, you guys can also help fight. And yeah, we should now be able, because here come our soldiers, should be able to... Come on, guys. Slowly but surely we are whittling them down, their health. Of course, this one did retreat just into its shell there for a moment. Just wondering what species this is. Oh, it's various species. Yes, there are many, many different species of hermit crabs. We've got a bunch here in South Africa as well. And there we go. They are dead. So this means we can actually get more soldiers, because priority is now get enough ranged attackers so that we can defend ourselves against whatever comes our way. I think we're ready to also take out this bunch over here. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. There's a big thing down there. Maybe we should just take out these smaller things for now, eh? However, I do think there are a bunch of hermit crabs coming in. Yes, indeed. You know what? The next chamber of soldiers we are putting around the queen, just to stall these guys over here, because, oh, 3 of them coming in. Unfortunately, 3 of them do make short work of our poor little workers. But there we go. We finally have our ranged attackers. Okay. I think next up, let's head over here. I can make a nice little chamber for our ants to actually gather, to protect against whatever comes through there. Most likely will be a few more ants, maybe some Devil's Coach Horse Beetles. And oh, it's Devil's Coach Horse Beetles, can you believe it? But they are no match for the wood ants. And now I think we should be able to make a new bunch of... Yeah, we can make 4. You guys are going to be the queen's guard. You guys are going to just protect the queen here. Just stall against...
The tide is receding.
Ah, there we go.
The day dawns. The hunters of the night return to the safety of the shadows.
Okay.
And the ants can begin to lay down new trails. The harvest must go on.
Okay, so what we're going to be doing now is getting together for a push down to the lower beach. Okay, what we're also going to be doing...
An ant has fallen victim to a beetle larva
Oh man,
trap.
there are a bunch over
They
here.
must watch their step. The voracious predators are difficult to see and lightning
Yes,
fast.
they are. So yeah, there we go. There comes the beetle. Come on, guys. Kill it, kill it, kill it with formic acid. That's what we're going to do. And of course now bombarding it there, hopefully... Oh man, we do not successful. Come on, guys. The idea is we want to get them to actually come out and spray it when it comes out like that. Oh, that's an amazing beetle. I love seeing them. Yes, but this one is dead now. And this one is probably going to pop out in a moment to grab us. It's probably waiting for just a single ant to be in the area, or a small number of ants, probably just waiting for that. There we go, immediately coming out and grabbed one, and now we can bombard it. Now that it is vulnerable. And there we go. Perfect. Okay, guys, we are fighting for our lives here. Let's bring the soldiers in. And you guys are only supposed to collect food, not fight. Workers, come on. Soldiers, there we go. Show them who's boss. You guys did better in the initial fight at least as well. So come on, show the mortars who's boss. There we go. Brilliant. Now, we are heading down to the beach. These Queen's Guard can also join the rest. And I'm making a special chamber of ants, of workers. They're going to be the ones that tempt the Tiger Beetle larvae out of their burrows. So they're going to be number 3. They're going to also join us down here. They're not going to collect food. They're not going to attack either. But I think what we're going to do initially is just come up here and grab this bunch of food right up there. Now we'll just get together here. And I think this is... No, this is still part of number 1. Okay, where's squad number 3? I think this is possibly squad 3. Yes, this is squad 3. So the idea now is that squad 3 is just going to grab their attention, or the attention of these Tiger Beetle larvae, and then squad 2 are hopefully going to bombard them. There we go. Oh man, now squad 2 actually got offered up. Okay.
The beetle larvae hiding in their burrows are eating well.
Yeah, they're eating very, very well.
To them diminishes the colony.
Yes, unfortunately. But squad 2, come over here. Squad 3 also. Ah, there comes one. Okay. So we're going to, again, shoot them. And that should get rid of that one, yes. We're just tempting it with a small squad of ants. Come on. There we go. It's feeding, and when it is feeding like this, yeah, we can actually bombard it nicely. Okay, perfect. Now, workers, come through. Although, come to think of it, I think we should be able to take out this Tiger Beetle over here, the larvae as well as the adult, and we should then have access to the sardine. So let's do that, shall we? I know I shouldn't be doing that, but I'm going to do that. Okay, so let's see here. There. Haha, finally. Okay, unfortunately, I did not get it correctly. But let's have a quick look at the beetle larva here. There's the tiger beetle larva. I actually want to catch it when it is completely out of the burrow. I want to show you what it looks like, because just at the back there we can kind of see one of the defining feature of a tiger beetle larva. So what we can see here, massive jaws in the front, and it's got a nice shield-like structure at the top here. This is what we see in the burrow when it's actually hiding there. We just see this top part, this roundish disc, which kind of looks like sand. It's very sand colored usually as well. And it is, in this case, it's running out of the burrow to grab the ants. Normally they wouldn't do that. They just pop out, very similar to this. Okay, only really about a little bit less than what we can see here. Not quite as far out of the burrow. They don't want to get out of the burrow because this little bit at the back here is very squishy. And it's not protected. The top part here is relatively well armored. This is nice and protected. Also, the burrow is safety. They don't want to unnecessarily come charging out of the burrow. And you can do what we call tiger beetle fishing, which is when you actually dangle like an ant above them and they grab onto that, and then you have that ant tied to a little rope, a little string, and then you try to pull the larva out of this tunnel. I've never done it, but I know you can do that. And I've never seen a tiger beetle larva, so there's no way that I could actually try that yet. So hopefully one day though, since I do know what to look for, I will be able to find some tiger beetle larvae. I do know where to find tiger beetles, so hopefully I'll be able to actually get some larvae as well. But again, 6 legs, typical insect, nice mandibles to grab the ants with, very similar to their adults, which we also have one coming out right over here. Amazing beetles, I absolutely love them. As mentioned before, they are so quick that every now and again they've got to stop. They can't catch something while they are running, they have to stop to actually see where the prey animal is and then lunge at them, because they're running faster than the eyes and brain can process. So that's amazing. Alright, let's see though whether we can do something about this tiger beetle larva and this adult tiger beetle right over here. Unfortunately, I think we are experiencing a bit of an issue, but we're going to get rid of this youngish beetle at least. Oh, there's another one. Oh, of course there is. Okay, luckily when there are so many ants around, the beetle larva does not want to come out to play. But now it has. Now it has. And, oh man, now an ant distracted us as well. Hopefully. Oh man, there are a bunch of mortars over here. Of course there are. Unfortunately, the tide is rising, so we are going to potentially have a bit of a problem in a moment. Our food is going to start running out again. Where are our soldiers? Fighting everything at the back there. This is not fun. Okay, I'm just going to send all the workers, just run through, collect food. Rapid fire, guys, come on. Just attack them, please. Open up the beach. Should not be this difficult. And the tide is going to rise again. I think now, let's just increase our soldiers a bit more. Okay, so the tide is going to just come to the top here. We are kind of screwed. No more food to collect safely up here. Let's just head underground, shall we? Let's just head over here.
There is another creature roaming the sands tonight. Arctosa parita.
The wolf spider.
The sand bear wolf spider. In the day, these spiders retreat to the shade provided by larger plants on the edge of the beach. But once the sun has gone, they are far more active and on the hunt for a midnight feast.
Okay. So wolf spiders, I absolutely love them. They are really awesome creatures. Unfortunately, we are going to have to face them in our colony over here. This isn't too bad. They are just a bunch of little guys, little octopus or lynx. We can take care of them quite easily. Now, there are a whole bunch of dangerous stuff in here. Oh, hello there.
Only small.
It's a small one.
Venom will quickly incapacitate any ant that tries to fight alone.
Okay, that's fine. We survived that attack. That is why we do have squad number 4 and 3 actually right over here. 3, you guys can at least protect the queen. I think we need most of our soldiers, most of our rapid fire ants right at the top here to take on whatever is over here. And we'll get this small squadron to actually protect the queen over here, just to attract the attention of whatever comes through the entrance there. Alright, now that we are all here, let's go in. I'm gonna guess that that is in fact an octopus or lens, Devil's Coach Horse Beetle adult, although I may be mistaken, but we'll find out in a moment. Well, everybody, unfortunately, we ran out of time there. The recording is actually very, very long, so we are going to have to split it into two. So we'll be wrapping up this episode on Friday. So join us then to see what we uncover in that tunnel there. And of course, to learn more about the amazing, amazing little Tiger Beetle larva. And trust me, you do not want to miss that. So until then, everybody, stay safe. I'll see you all soon. Bye.